Hello, America. Today is January 28th, 2016, and I'd like to do an update on what's happening in Oregon at the refuge place and what's being done. This is a press release from the Pacific Patriots Network website. It's their official statement dated January 27th, 2016. It was as of yesterday. The PPN is still on site in Burns, Oregon, and we have contact with people inside the refuge. We are working on maintaining a calm presence in town and are still acting as a buffer between the refuge and the FBI. We stand by our order of standby at this time. No call to actions have been issued. To confirm what we know so far, Ammon Bundy and several others were arrested while on their way to John Day, Oregon, to a pre-scheduled meeting. Two others were arrested at separate times and taken into custody. The charges are 18 United States Code Section 372. Our legal team is looking into these charges now, and a report will be issued later on what we know. We have confirmed that those arrested were taken into Multnomah County Jail for booking. We have confirmed that all women and children are off the refuge at this time. It is confirmed that authorities have the refuge surrounded and have made no attempts to ambush. We have inside sources telling us that they have been in contact with the authorities trying to work out a peaceful resolution. We have several eyewitnesses to things happening in Burns this morning. As we confirm and vet these accounts, information will be released. Please be patient as we want to make sure that we are putting out the most accurate information. Hopefully, since there is a picture of Lavoie here, that they are going to get some eyewitness accounts of the outright murder of that man. Anyway, we'll move on here to the affidavit, United States District Court for the District of Oregon, United States of America, versus Ammon Bundy, John Ritzheimer, Joseph O'Shaughnessy, Ryan Payne, Ryan Bundy, Brian Cavalier, Sean Cox, and Pete Santilli. Okay, here's the criminal complaint done by a lady named Catherine Armstrong, Special Agent FBI. This special agent has been an FBI agent for a year and a half, ladies and gentlemen. A whole year and a half. And she went through 21 weeks at the FBI Academy. Yes. And also, she was a prosecutor with the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office for about 2.5 years. Okay, and I guess she left out the part of working at Mickey D's flipping hamburgers before then. Anyway, this is a total joke. I've never seen anything more ridiculous. I've read through the whole thing. If you read through it, you will see that there are ridiculous, just outrageous statements. I'll leave all the links below to all this. Anyway, they're accused. Let me find it on here where it says it in violation of Title 18 United States Code, Section 372. Okay, this is Cornell University Law School, Legal Information Institute, 18 U.S. Code 372, conspiracy to impede or injure officer. If two or more persons in any state, territory, possession, or district conspire to prevent by force, intimidation, or threat any person from accepting or holding any office, trust, or place of confidence under the United States, or from discharging any duties thereof, or to induce by like means any officer of the United States to leave the place where his duties as an officer are required to be performed, or to injure him in his person or property on account of his lawful discharge of the duties of his office, or while engaged in the lawful discharge thereof, or to injure his property so as to molest, interrupt, hinder, or impede him in the discharge of his official duties. Each of such persons shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 6 years or both. Ooh, that is a big deal. Okay, now let's move on to this newsmax.com. This is I'll leave the links for this. It's very interesting. Mel Bundy, this is in a two-part series. You have part one here, and you look down below, and you'll find part two there linked. Mel Bundy is Bundy's brother, and let's hear what he has to say.
Okay, so now let's move on to what happened last night. Last night, I get a phone call from you about 11 o'clock Eastern Time, shortly after the news breaks that there have been shots fired and a man killed. And you tell me what it is that happened. You tell me that your brother Ammon has called you on the phone and told you what? Repeat what you told me last night.
Ammon said that they were en route to a meeting with local ranchers and also a scheduled meeting with the FBI in Burns. So they were leaving the refuge and heading into Burns. Mm-hmm. He said a traffic stop was made on Highway 395. He was pulled from the vehicle and placed in custody by the federal police officers, FBI, and also local county officials were there. Mm-hmm. He said everybody that was there with him after he had been arrested were told to show their hands, and they did. Lavoie had his hands up in the air, and he was trying to talk to the feds, and he had his head out the window, and they shot, and they missed him. Mm-hmm. And so at that point, Lavoie knew that they were serious. They tried to drive away because they were shooting at him at this point, and their truck ended up going off the road into an embankment, and Lavoie got out with his hands up in the air, saying, "I don't have a gun." He had his hands on his head, and then they shot him. They started firing on him. They shot him. He went to the ground, and they shot him some more. They killed Lavoie. Ammon wanted everybody to know that he is an eyewitness of the murder of Lavoie Finicum. This is what he said. He said, they murdered him. They murdered him in cold blood. Get it out there. Tell the people what they did.
Okay, so you heard that, and you can hear the whole interview, both part one and part two, at the Newsmax website. I'll, of course, leave the links below. But anyway, that's to update you. Also, I wanted to let you know, you probably already know this, but Defend Your Base is where the people that are left, which there aren't very many of them, I don't believe, are left there. They are there, and they are putting out videos, not very often now. Let me refresh this page, and no, there's no new videos here, none at all. So the last update was 4 hours ago, and this video, I'm making it now. It's 5:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, East Coast, New York time, 1/28/2016. Anyway, I just wanted to update you on those things, and this is Call of Duty Goddess, and as always, I've got your six.